Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it's nice and cool today. Oh yeah, feel the wind. Normally when I ride out here, man, I'll just go straight for the mountains, you know. If you guys see my videos, I'm always on the mountains in my videos pretty much all the time, unless I'm doing a motorcycle review and I'm stuck for time. I just go to the mountains because that's where it's cooler. Fucking something right in my eye, man. Flew right into the corner of my fucking eye. One of the things that happens when I ride a motorcycle, if I really like the motorcycle, sometimes I get really enthusiastic about it. And if you guys have seen my Street Triple RS review, the new Street Triple 765 RS review, you guys would have seen I was on a ridiculous hype. Come on, little dog, what are you doing? I was on a real hype in that video because, quite frankly, that bike blew me away, man. I love that bike. I really love that bike. I feel like I didn't stress it enough. It was such a complete package, and I want to compare that to the MT09. I absolutely love the Yamaha MT09. It's a favorite bike of mine for a long time. The power delivery is the key thing about the MT09. It just comes in and just goes bah! So I'm gonna go straight into it, and I'm gonna say what the 09 does the best is instant torque, right? The torque just goes like, it's just so instant. That's what the 09 does the best, right? And if you compare that instant torque to the Street Triple, the 09 has more torque, the 09 has more performance. Initially it has more performance. It's clear as day since I've rode both of them that if you are on any kind of budget and you want real world performance, like just daily performance, you will not beat the 09, especially for the price. You will never beat it, man. It's just such a good bike. The power is where you always use it for the road. It's just constant bang 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 bang, and it takes a very experienced rider to ride that bike effectively. If you don't have a lot of experience, I will never recommend that bike. Then that leads me onto the other side, the flip side of the coin, the Street Triple RS. Okay, so the Street Triple RS, in my opinion, appeals to a slightly different market. It's not quite as hooligan-esque, the Street Triple RS, as the MT09. The MT09 just punches so hard straight away down low. The 765 doesn't have that same punch, but you don't feel like you're missing any punch when you ride the Street Triple RS. The Street Triple RS has a lot of punch itself, but it's more linear. But the thing that blew me away was how complete of a bike it was. The only other bike I can think of that compares in completeness has to be the Ducati Hypermotard that I've rode. Those two bikes just really are complete. They have great suspension, they've got good power, they've got good torque as well as high-end performance. But specifically talking about that Street Triple 765, it's a hell of a bike, man. It's a hell of a bike. As a complete package, the suspension was fucking ace. It was really nice. The brakes were phenomenal. Absolutely amazing brakes. As an all-round package, it just blew me away. It really did. It was fantastic. The chassis was one of the key things. The chassis of the Street Triple 765 is so much better than the MT09, in my opinion. Not even close. Like, there's nothing wrong with MT09 when you ride it, but it doesn't fall into the corners. It has this lean-in chassis. It just falls in. It wants to lean. Where I draw the line right here is, say you want sheer low down performance, real world use. You slap a different shock on the back of the MT09, something like that, if you really are bothered about the suspension. You do that kind of thing, and the new 09 is just, it's really unbeatable for the price. If you're on any kind of budget, 09 all day, and I include myself in that. When you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, there's a big price difference, and they're not really comparable bikes. I know some people will be like, well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have compared them because there's an MT10, and the MT10 is closer in price to the Street Triple RS, right? I'm comparing the 09 and the RS because they're triples, but the way I see it is that Street Triple RS head and shoulders above the MT09. It wasn't even close, to be honest. They're not close in terms of bikes. In terms of performance, the 09 is just there all day, every day. Like the 09 has easily as much performance as the Street Triple. There's just everything else is a few levels higher, like a few levels. Now the new 09, they've done fantastic for the price. You got a quick shifter, you got revised suspension. The looks are way nicer than the old one. As a package and for the price, the 09 is fantastic. But in my opinion, the Street Triple is a fantastic price as well. It's an expensive bike, yeah, but with all the components it comes with, it's not expensive. So really, at the end of the day, to sum up the comparison right here, is to say, what kind of bracket do you fit into? Do you fit into, yeah, I could do with saving some money, or no, I've got quite a lot of money and I can afford that Street Triple no problem on top, you know, the price on top. If you can afford the extra amount for the Triumph, it's more than worth the extra amount. But if you don't want to pay the extra amount, you're on a bit of a budget, that MT09 is unbeatable. You will not miss out on any performance whatsoever. If you want to go to a racetrack, I think you'll definitely miss out on a fair bit of chassis performance and suspension performance. I mean, even brake performance, to be honest. But for real world use, it probably doesn't justify the extra amount if you're on a budget. You got to weigh it up, man. What side are you on? You on this side or that side? You know, that's up to you. That's your call to make.